My videos are a lot more fun on TikTok, and YouTube always blocks them because they have some music in the background. It's so annoying. But anyway, I juiced today some beets, apple, and celery. It's so healthy for you. It increases your circulation, helps with inflammation. So here's all my pulp. And if you know anything about Jaime Sina, that's me. I'm a cookbook author, and I don't like to waste. I like suppers, I like soups. In my first book, there's over 100 recipes in here. There's family secrets. There's a lot of ways that make healthy taste delicious. We don't skimp any flavor. We keep all the fakes out. And what I did was, I'm a teacher, right? So I wanted to teach you a lot of basic stuff. So if you actually read this book and follow it, you'll learn a lot. And there's a lot of soups that don't include a bone, because the best soups and gravies and anything never waste a bone, honey. That's what I say. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Anyway, I don't like to waste my pulp either. So I don't like to waste. So this is my pulp from earlier today. I'm going to go through it and just kind of like the bigger chunks of things. I'm going to just cut those up a little bit with my kitchen shears. And then I'm going to season it, and I'm going to turn this into a sausage. I know, vegans. Like when we were fat-free vegan, I thought it was the stupidest thing that, why do they name everything like a meatball? Chicken, and it's not really chicken. So I'm not a fat-free vegan anymore. The only reason why I did that was to help my husband with heart disease, and that's not the answer. That's not the answer. So that's what I learned, and that's what I share with you. Now, what I'm going to do, I did get really good at flavoring things, being a fat-free vegan. We couldn't even have a nut. We couldn't have an avocado. It was insane. So the spices, everything's about the spices. What I'm going to do, and I roasted a jalapeno in my air fryer. So I'm going to cut this up, de-seed it to take away some of that spice. But that will give this a little bit more flavor and moisture. What is in your sausage? Well, it's going to be Italian flavored. So we're going to use oregano. We're going to use garlic. That's a garlic powder. You can also use granulated garlic. I prefer granulated garlic, but I don't have any. I'm going to use some fennel seeds, salt, pepper, and a little bit of basil, I think. A little bit of dried basil. Let's get that. Okay, let me get my shears. I do not use anything fancy. The fanciest gadget that I have is the juicer. But just a plain cutting board, and this knife is your best friend. I smash all my garlic cloves with this. Unless I'm cutting like a tomato, I use the ones with the teeth on it. I don't use like certain slicers or anything like that, because that's just more stuff you have to put away, wash, and find. And I like everything to be as simple as can be, because things do get kind of complicated. You know what I mean? Well, I know what I mean, because like when I try to teach people how to do things, I'm like, you just go like this, this, and this, and this. And it's like, I don't give myself enough credit for all my skills and passion that I have. Typical thing of me. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking out the big pieces of the pulp and running my knife through it before I throw it back in and before I season it. Now, to get this to bind together, I wanted to use egg, and I cooked them all for my son. I forgot. No egg, so you know what? How are we going to get this to bind together? I don't want to really use breadcrumbs because it will taste too much like a meatball. I've made meatballs out of my pulp. Pretty big pieces of this beet got through without getting through the juicer. I can't believe it. And then what I'll do, actually, I think I have, oh, we're not vegan, right? I have some pork lard. I am going to heat that up on the stove with a little bit of my fennel seeds just to kind of give them a little toast before I use that as my binding agent. And I'm just going to bind it and then fry it on the pan with a little bit of olive oil. And that's it. But I will season this with all those seasons that I just told you about. Okay, stay tuned. My nose is running. So this is organic lard that we got from a friend, Ed, my husband's client. His name is Ed. He's such a nice guy. He's raising chickens for us. So right in time for the 4th of July, we are going to have organic chickens. No chemicals, no GMOs. Ugh. This is hard to get out. I store it in the fridge so it lasts longer. But I found that my ice cream scooper works very well. So did that. Let's just melt it on the stove. And I'll put my little bit of my fennel seeds in there. Oh, I knew that smelled like gas. There. All the things that go through my mind. Oh, it's just a sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. This will be a little sweet because there's a little apple in there. But I love that it's red. So there, it's a little bit of celery, beet, and apple. Lots of onion powder. Starting to smell like sausage already. Lots of garlic. Little bit of basil. Some oregano. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt. And now I'm going to de-seed this, chop it up, put it in there before I mix it. See how nice this is? I did this in the air fryer for a few minutes. I just pulled it right out. And I don't know that I really have to show you how I do this, but maybe I do. I'm going to do it long and then do it short. I cut my finger before when I was a little kid. I have a big scar right there. Cutting carrots for my dog. Like, dogs don't even like carrots, but I just wanted to be like my mom. It bled so bad. So I am kind of funny with my knives. This knife I trust. Get you a knife like this because you can go and chop garlic. Okay. There it is. And now that I've melted this lard with my fennel seeds, I'm going to drop it in. And I'm going to scoop out my fennel. So there's my bonding agent, since I don't have egg, and I don't want to use breadcrumbs because that's too much like a meatball. All right. Now we're just going to mix it. Try to get the flavors all blended in there. Now I might do some onion real thick and sauteed on the side. Look at this. I missed some pulp. At least I'll have something to chew. All right. Let's try it. It's a sausage link. It looks nice and bloody. Oh, yeah. That's cute. Get in there, fennel. Let me grind it. Let me smash it together again. So I can just get those flavors all blended. And then roll it. Make it like a sausage link. You could do a sausage patty too, but no, my brain likes links. This is the way a sausage should look. It's going to be a little sausage. Your average size sausage in your hand. Poor thing. Okay, let's take it over to the pan and fry it up. Actually, let me just mix these up before I do that so that I can just cook them all at once. Oh, baby, I'm so into you. Darling, if you only knew. I'm just pulling that out. Some of these have big... My juicer didn't do a very good job. Look at this. Freaking more beet. Dang it. All right. I don't know what that's going to be like. I'm sure it will be fine. I'm so glad I'm not a fat-free vegan anymore. I love sausage. I get my sausage from the local butcher. Support your local butchers because chances are they are supporting your local farmers. And that way you have good, fresh, local ingredients. It's not coming from somewhere strange, like somewhere from China. And who knows what they're doing to our food, you know? All right, let's take them over to the pan. Okay, so I rolled those in the olive oil and they're getting a little sear. So it should only take a few minutes. Yes, yeah, and that oil is searing up nice for us. And I kind of just want to leave them alone so that they don't fall apart. Okay, now in the same pan with some olive oil, I'm going to put my mandolin on number 1. And I'm just going to do some onion. And once you get close, make sure you use your guard because these things are so sharp. I'm going to do the whole onion because it's not real meat and we really need all the flavor we can get. And I might add a little bit more lard and olive oil if it needs it. Yeah. Now we're talking. Ooh, it smells better already. Jeez, Jamie, you're such a good cook. I know. Let's put some more lard in there. Go, go, gadget scooper. Yeah. Best things in life are a secret, but I'm sharing them with you. I don't need validation. That's your ego talking. So, I do like to teach though and inspire. So if you find this interesting or helpful, I'm so glad. Don't hesitate to tell me because I do like affirmations. I like those affirmations. Keep them coming. Only if they're positive. Adding a little bit more olive oil. Onions. Oh, baby, I'm so into you. Smells good. I should maybe do a little bit of garlic cloves, but I'm not going to. Look at that. When you use your mandolin, your onions will saute up really quickly and nice. I love that. That's what I do for my French onion soup too. Okay, so we're gonna turn these. Give it a turn. I'm just trying to make sure it stays together. Ow. Ow. Okay. And I'm gonna spray these just to try to get that sear on them and not have them fall apart. Go back. There. Yum. Pretty good for a plant, huh? Pretty sexy and healthy. All right, so I don't have any bread, so I rinsed off some romaine lettuce, and I'm gonna just carefully put this inside of here to hold it together. And add some of these onions. These are nice and caramelized. I'm only doing one. Okay. These can kind of just stay on the side. Rockin' Robin. Tweet, 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 rockin' Robin. Stay in there, you little asshole. I'm gonna do a little salt. A little more salt. But you see that? That's my sausage. And there's a lot of onion in there, but I'm gonna put some more on top. All right, it's ready to taste test. Let that hang out over here. Now, what you could do is you could add some marinara and cheese. You could add some sauteed green peppers if you had them, or tomatoes. But I don't have it. I don't have any peppers. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the mustard handy. You could also do grated cheese. Let's put some mustard. All through the daytime, all night long, bumping into that and singing this song. All the little birds from Cherry Street. Okay. I hate being vegan, but I hate wasting too, so I thought, let's just try it. I do like to keep a lot of these for some soup starters, so they make a good burger, better than a sausage. This is my first time using beet pulp. Of course it's good, because I made it. I know what I'm doing. Oh, it's actually good. Wow. I'm surprised. I'm still so glad that I'm not a fat-free vegan or a vegetarian. You ever notice that a lot of vegans or vegetarians are fat? Like, that's not fucking healthy or sexy. That's stupid. Don't forget the onions. That is so yummy. Look at it. What is she eating? I'm eating pulp. No. No. I'm eating Italian sausage. Sausage. Yummy. I will say this. I do like to kick up my plants every once in a while, but I usually like to do that in soups. Now, once in a while, I like to do some juicing, but I don't like to waste all that pulp. So, like, depending on what I juice, sometimes I put it in little ice cube containers and have them as little things that I put in the freezer, and then I can pop them out and put them with like different soups or gravies and stuff like that. I forget what I was saying. Oh, but if I was a vegan again, I would definitely invest in a juicer or a vegetarian, because it does so much chopping for you. And then you can marry together like the juices as your broth, especially if you don't have any good broths, and then make like, meatballs, patties, whatever. But this was cool. This was fun. Thanks for watching and cooking with me. Don't forget, I'm Jaime Sina, also known as Mrs. Z, because I'm a teacher. I write cookbooks, lifestyle things, brand stuff. I also write some children's books and poems. And if you enjoy watching this, go to sexyseries.shop and check out my cookbook. That cookbook, you will learn a lot. I appreciate the support. I would get the hardcover because it's so much better. There's over 100 recipes, over 220 pages. The page quality is much better. I don't know. I went with a publisher the second time around to try to get the price down. And like, I'm not even really making any money on this. It's just like the teacher in me feels like I need to share this with the world and tell everybody how to do stuff. Particularly how to just be kind, love yourself, and how to cook and eat and have a good time. My date night cookbook will teach you all that. Okay? Have a great day. Bye. Why is it Sina Sexy Series? Because healthy is so sexy. There it is. Ooh, some beet sausage. Oh, you know it's good because I'm starting to feel a little bit of, I had like this guilty voice, like, you don't need to eat all that. Like, it's just a beet. I didn't even eat all of them. It's just a beet, celery, and apple. And yeah, I do need to eat it all. God. You should be able to eat as much you really should be able to eat as much plants as you want. Eat more plants for smaller pants. That's what I said in my book. I was going to make a book. I just didn't get around to it because there's not a lot of passion there, but this one would be a good one for my book. It's going to be called Eat More Plants for Smaller Pants. I have so many other good ones that I'm working on. But I don't know. I guess the vegetarians could learn a thing or two. This is so good. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. And I'll still be healthy. Because it's not preservatives. It's all fresh, healthy ingredients. I don't like to waste. Get this mustard off. That really is good. I like the color of my tongue. Could have fooled me. Now imagine that on some bread. Mwah. Chef's kiss.